feeling that a lot of you have probably had the whole birds and the bees conversation about the who's and how's of having sex, but what about the whys? This was something that in 2007, a University of Texas psychology professor looked into. Yeah, we know about the whole propagation of the species thing. Certain neurochemicals in our brain make us attracted to other people and want us to do this weird thing called sexual intercourse. But that's a very limited taxonomy, and what this psychology professor found in his study, fittingly called Why Humans Have Sex, 237 reasons why people have sex. Some of them are a little bit overlapping. Nevertheless, it's a fascinating look at the spectrum of reasons why we do that crazy thing called sex. 237 reasons why humans have sex, according to the 2000 study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior called Why Humans Have Sex. Let's count. The person's physical appearance turned me on. The person had a desirable body. I wanted the pure pleasure. I wanted to achieve an orgasm. I wanted the adventure. The person had an attractive face. Oh, thank you. I was horny. It's fun. The person was too hot to resist. It feels good. I was sexually aroused and wanted the release. The person was too physically attractive to resist. I wanted to improve my sexual skills. It's exciting. I saw the person naked and could not resist. I wanted the experience. The opportunity presented itself. I wanted to try out new sexual techniques or positions. Yet again, I wanted to experience the pure physical pleasure. I was curious about what the person was like in bed. I hadn't had sex in a really long time. I was turned on by the sexual conversation. The person smelled nice. The person had beautiful eyes. The person was really desired by others. The person really desired me. Finally. My hormones were out of control. The person wore revealing clothing. I'm a sex addict. I wanted to get the most out of life. I thought it would relax me. Didn't. I am addicted to sex. I was curious about my sexual abilities. I hadn't had sex for a while. The person was a good kisser. I want to see what it'd be like to have sex with the other person. The person caressed me. The person made me feel sexy. I wanted to release tension. The person was a good dancer. The person was available. I was curious about sex. I wanted to release anxiety/stress. It allowed me to get sex out of my system so I could focus on other things. I'm a very busy woman. I was attracted to the person. The person seemed self-confident. I was frustrated and needed relief. I wanted to feel masculine. I wanted to act out a fantasy. I wanted to satisfy a compulsion. I knew the person was out of my league. The person had a great sense of humor. It just happened. I wanted to see whether sex with a different partner would be better or worse. It was in the heat of the moment. I wanted to please my partner. It was easier to go all the way than to stop. I wanted to see what the fuss was all about. I could brag to other people about my sexual experience. I've done it. Many a time. I wanted to see if I could get the other person in bed. I was drunk. I wanted to increase the number of sexual partners that I had. I got carried away. I wanted to relieve blue balls. The person was mysterious. An erotic movie turned me on. I wanted to celebrate something. I thought it would make me feel healthy. It seemed like good exercise. It became a habit. I wanted to make a conquest. I wanted to see what it would be like to have sex while stoned. I was bored. I wanted to lose my inhibition. The person flattered me. I was under the influence of drugs. I wanted to have something to tell my friends. I was a virgin. I wanted to dominate the other person. I was seduced. I wanted to get a raise. I wanted to get a job. I wanted to get a promotion. It was an initiation, a rite of passage into a club, a graduate club. I wanted to give someone else a sexually transmitted disease. Whoa! I wanted to punish myself. Someone offered me money. I wanted to gain access to a person's friend. I wanted to break up a rival's relationship by having sex with his or her partner. I wanted to hurt an enemy. I wanted to get rid of a headache. I wanted to even the score with a cheating partner. I wanted to get a favor from someone. I wanted to break up another person's friendship. Because of a bet, the person offered me drugs for doing it. My regular partner is boring, and so I had sex with someone else. I wanted to hurt or humiliate another person. I wanted to break up my relationship. I wanted to be popular. The person had a lot of money. I felt jealous. I wanted to make money. I wanted to get a special favor from someone. I thought it would boost my social status. It was a favor to someone. I was mad at my partner, and so I had sex with someone else. The person had too much to drink, and so I took advantage of it. It would damage my reputation if I said no. I wanted to be used or degraded. I wanted to get out of doing something. I wanted to relieve menstrual cramps. I wanted to enhance my reputation. I wanted to impress my friends. It's the only way I can relax. I just wanted to change the topic of conversation. It would get me gifts. The person was famous, and I wanted to be able to say that I had sex with him or her. I wanted to feel closer to God. Aww. I wanted to get even with someone. Someone had told me this person was good in bed. I was afraid to say no due to the possibility of physical harm. I wanted to make someone else jealous. I wanted to end the relationship. Somebody dared me. The person bought me jewelry. My friends pressured me into it. I wanted to get back at my partner for having cheated on me. I wanted to make someone else jealous. I wanted to brag to my friends about my conquests. I wanted to have more sex than my friends. I wanted to keep warm. I thought it would help me fall asleep. I wanted to become more focused on work. I wanted to have a child. I was slumming. Person had taken me out for an expensive dinner. I wanted to burn calories. I wanted to reproduce. I wanted to test my compatibility with another partner. I wanted to avoid hurting someone else's feelings. I was on the rebound. I wanted to defy my parents. It's considered taboo by society. I needed another notch on my belt. I wanted to reaffirm my sexual orientation. I wanted to return a favor. I wanted to gain acceptance from my friends. Everyone else was having sex. Well, I was married and you're supposed to. I realized I was in love. I wanted to increase my emotional bond by having sex. I wanted to show my affection for the person. I wanted to communicate on a deeper level. I wanted to express my love for a person. I wanted to become one with a person. I wanted to feel connected to another person. I wanted to say, I've missed you. I wanted to celebrate my birthday or anniversary or some kind of special occasion. I wanted to intensify my relationship. It was a romantic thing. I wanted to welcome someone into my home and my vagina. I wanted to say, sorry. I wanted to put the passion back in my relationship. I wanted to say goodbye. I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to lift my partner's spirits. It was a special occasion. Lots of special occasion sex happening. I wanted to get a partner to express love. The person was intelligent. And shouldn't they really be? Always. I desired emotional closeness. I wanted to help my partner forget his or her problems. I wanted to keep my partner satisfied. I wanted the person to feel good about him or herself. I wanted to make up after a fight. I wanted a spiritual experience. I felt insecure. I felt like it was my duty. I felt obliged to. I didn't know how to say no. I wanted to nurture. I didn't want to disappoint the person. I didn't want to lose the person. I was pressured into doing it. I wanted the person to love me. I was verbally coerced into it. I wanted to boost my self-esteem. I wanted my partner to notice me. I wanted to be nice. I wanted to feel attractive. I wanted to keep my partner happy. It was expected of me. I felt guilty. I was afraid my partner would have an affair if I didn't have sex with him or her. I wanted to feel loved. I felt like I owed it to the person. I wanted to feel powerful. I wanted to make him or her stop bugging me about sex. I wanted to make myself feel better about myself. I was feeling lonely. I wanted to keep my partner from straying. I wanted to feel loved. My partner kept insisting. I wanted to get my partner to stay with me. I wanted to raise my self-esteem. I wanted to decrease my partner's desire to have sex with somebody else. It was the only way my partner would spend time with me. I thought it would help me trap a new partner. I was physically forced to. I wanted to keep my partner from straying. The person demanded that I have sex with him or her. I wanted to make my partner feel powerful. I felt sorry for the person. I was trying to get over an earlier relationship. Felt rebellious. It just seemed like the thing to do. I wanted to stop my partner's nagging. I wanted to submit to my partner. I wanted to ensure that my relationship was committed. I wanted to make the person feel better about him or herself. Enough with all this self-esteem related sex. I wanted to feel older. I wanted to prevent a breakup. I wanted to display submission. I wanted to manipulate him or her into doing something for me. I wanted the attention. It was just part of relationship routine. I had no self-control. I wanted to gain control of the person. I wanted to feel feminine. I wanted to forget my problems. I wanted to feel young. I wanted to fulfill a promise to my partner. My friends were having sex and I wanted to fit in. We'd gotten tattoos together. It helps me have dreams at night. I needed a ride somewhere. I wanted to feel valued by a partner. There you have it! 200 plus, let's say, reasons why humans have sex. From the very worst of things in terms of feeling guilty, being physically forced to, doing it as a desperate measure to try to keep someone with you, to the more absurdist of wanting a spiritual experience, wanting to get closer to God, wanting all of these amazing things that we associate with the very best aspects of sex and everything in between, to the mundane, like it's part of my routine. I think it's pretty true when people say that sex is a touch complicated. If there were any reasons in there that were not listed that you have had for doing it, go ahead and put it in the comments, or any of them that stood out to you as totally bizarre that you weren't expecting whatsoever. I know that there were a lot to keep up with. I'm kind of exhausted now. As always, be kind and subscribe.